That is the reason why regression test cases are very good automation candidates. Pick high priority test cases. Second, include the test cases around the features that are added, removed or modified. Please watch the video till the end so that I'll be sharing few bonus tips as to how you can create a regression suite. Hi, I'm Rajkumar, Automation Test Manager, Interviewer and Trainer. Today's interview question: what is the difference between regression testing and retesting? Most likely you're going to get this interview question. Before getting into the difference between regression testing and retesting, let us understand what is regression testing and what is retesting. Let us take a small project. There are few defects logged by the tester. The developer tries to fix these defects. Whether these defects have been fixed or not fixed, the tester retests these defects after the developer fixes them. If the defects are fixed properly, the tester closes them. If the defects are not fixed properly, he reopens them. The developer once again fixes the reopened defects. This time the tester retests the defects again, and if the defects have been properly fixed, he will close the defect, or else he will once again reopen the defects. This process is called retesting. Now let us understand what is regression testing. Whenever the developer changes the code, either because of addition of the requirements or deletion of the requirements or any modification in the requirement or any defect fixes, if he changes the code, then the tester will have to run the regression testing. Also, few other cases of change can be like change in environment after some migration, some performance issues being fixed. Also, then we need to run the regression suite. The tester has to run the regression suite, which is the collection of regression test cases, so that the code which was working fine, there is no impact or side effects to the code. This is called regression testing. Thus, regression testing is a black box testing to ensure that the functionality which was working fine earlier is still working because of the code change for various reasons. Let us closely observe visually what happens in each of these cases. Case 1. New feature is added to the code. There is a new addition in the requirements. Developer adds some features to the code. Because of the addition, there can be new defects which we do not know, represented in light red color. These new defects, because of the additions, can only be found if we run the regression suite, which is nothing but collection of regression test cases. Case 2. Some existing feature is removed from the code. When some feature is removed, the developer has to make some changes in the code, and it might impact some unknown areas. There can be defects represented in light red color which can be found if the regression test cases are executed. Similarly, case 3, if there are some modifications of some existing features. When some feature is modified, the developer has to make some changes in the code, and there can be some side effects. There can be defects which can be found if the regression test cases are executed. Case 4, developer has fixed some defects. Developer will do some changes in the code to fix the defects reported by the tester. Because of the changes, there can be few more defects injected which we do not know unless we run the regression suite. Therefore, regression testing is a black box technique to ensure that the previously existing functionality is now working fine after any changes to the code is made. Agile methodology people are adopting most of the projects because change is very essential and agile methodology embraces change. For this reason, regression testing becomes that much more important. That is the reason why regression test cases are very good automation candidates. As I mentioned earlier, I'll be sharing few bonus tips as how you can create a regression suite. Since regression testing is an effort and you need to run many times, you need to smartly pick up the test cases. Which test cases to pick for the regression suite? Pick the test cases impacting the following areas. 1. Pick high priority test cases. Second, include the test cases around the features that are added, removed, or modified. Third, include test cases around the defect fixes. 4. Include complex test cases. Also include test cases where you got a lot of defects. Include test cases around the latest changes. Include test cases where there is intermodule integration. Now let us look at the differences between regression and retesting. Retesting is about testing of the software which is not working. That is, testing the defects which are fixed. Whether the fix is good or not, you need to test it. That is retesting. Regression testing is about testing the software which was already working fine, but because of some changes, is it still working fine or not, you need to run the regression test cases. So this is called regression testing. Defect verification comes under retesting, whereas defect verification does not come under regression testing. Retesting is carried out before regression testing. Retesting is of higher priority over regression testing. Once all the defects are fixed, then you run the regression test cases to ensure that there is no impact or side effects to the existing functionality which was working fine due to the defect fixes or any other changes. Regression test cases are ideal for automation as you need to execute them regularly after each change or before any software update or release. Guys, note these points so that it will be useful for your interview. Please let me know if you find this video useful, and let me know your comments as how you like the video, and if there is anything that needs to be added, I'll definitely add in the next video. Please subscribe, like, and press the bell icon so that you get all the notifications. Wish you all the best for the interview, and thank you.